Hello, this is AlienTube, and today what I have for you is an unboxing video and probably assembly video of a very inexpensive naginata I purchased from the SPG store. You can see the ad right over here, just so you can see what to expect. I don't have high expectations for this. This is an $80 naginata. It says some assembly required. I kind of expect the wood to be pretty cheap on this. And the steel is 1045, so it's not the best steel, but it's not the bad steel either. But anyways, I figured, let's unbox it and see if I can put it together on camera to see how much work it is. So the first thing I want to say is the box is split. Hopefully you can see that right there. That doesn't inspire confidence. But, sometimes boxes get damaged in shipping, and you just have to make do. And one interesting thing about this is, like, pretty much everything I have ever bought from the SPG store, I don't get any kind of notification that they received the order, that they've shipped the order, anything. This arrived today completely by surprise. I look at my order status on the store, it still just shows order received. I don't know why, but they seem to have a really hard time tracking when orders are shipped. Alright, so as expected, the foam is all beat to hell. That's pretty much always going to be the case when a box has some damage to it. Got part of the haft here. This looks like the saya, and actually I think that's the full haft, because here is the actual blade. You can actually see the nakago, the baki here, the blade. And we have some various suba, seppa, looks like makugi. And that's everything in here. So pretty simple packaging. Seems like, to me, everything has survived. Let's grab the... No, there's absolutely no instructions in here, but I think this is going to be a pretty simple construction. Alright, so we have the haft here, kind of short, but not crazy short. It's got metal bits on it. Doesn't feel that cheap. It doesn't feel that high quality either, but it doesn't feel that cheap. Alright, we got the suba here. Simple enough. We got two seppa, very basic style, and we got two makugi for assembling the whole thing. And yeah, that's the saya. I'll get to that in a second. And here's the blade, and it doesn't say anything on the listing of who made this. However, we have China stamped in it right here. That to me tells me it's exactly who I expected. This is Ryujin. Ryujin always has that little China stamp. So that's who makes this, I expect. Nakago, it's there. It's pretty roughly shaped. There's no effort made to clean it up, but then what do you expect on $80 naginata? Try not to touch the nakago. I don't want to get my skin oils into it when I'm about to presumably assemble the whole thing. In fact, I'm going to oil this nakago here. And let's see how this goes together. Let's put it together properly first with a seppa, the suba, all that. So it's a pretty tight fit there. And this is a bare blade that I really don't want to be doing too much handling on. Let's see if I can at least get it into the saya a little bit. It's a saya, but man, that the mouth of the koiguchi is really, really poorly shaped. Oh, yeah, this thing is just leaving junk all over the blade. So I am making some progress. It's most of the way on. And you know, one of the things I thought with this is if the haft is too cheap and just doesn't work well enough, probably wouldn't be that difficult to make a replacement. And that's even speaking for somebody like me who has pretty much no woodworking skills whatsoever. I don't think it would be that hard to make a replacement. I think that is almost all the way on, but it's not quite, but the holes look like they're lining up pretty well. So, these makugi, I'm going to have to go grab some kind of percussive instrument to get these through. I will be right back. Alright, hammer and piece of wood to actually hammer on, rather than hammering directly on the makugi. Looking at these, they are not tapered at all, so there's no correct way to put them in. You just gotta hope they fit. Alright, so with the way those makugi went in, this is all the way in, and everything is still loose. Like, really, really loose. To the point where I wouldn't want to use this like this. I think what I am going to need to do is get some different seppa to put this together. I do have some others. Hopefully I have either put two really thin ones together or just use some slightly thicker ones, because this is not going to work like this. And this is all the way seated because those makugi went in, they weren't hitting the nakago at all. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to have to dig out and find where I put my spare seppa. But what we have here is a blade that is okay. It's got some damage to it. It's got a little roll of the edge right here. Not a good sign right out of the box. It's got a bunch of grease and stuff on it. It's going to need some cleaning up. I don't, like I said before, I don't expect a lot at $80. You know, what you can't expect a ton. But let's see if it's actually sharp. Yeah, that is sharp. The wood definitely doesn't feel great, but feels usable. If I could get this to stop rattling, I don't think this would be that bad. So yeah, I'm going to at some point disassemble this again, try to find some better seppa that will make this actually fit. I will say for $80, again, I didn't expect much, but this is really, it should be better than this. I shouldn't have this much looseness on a brand new product. And also, let's see if I can show you just how bad this saya is. I don't know if you're gonna see that. You can, it's just it's not good. There's all sorts of crud. It's incredibly crudely shaped. So yeah, the saya, just not good at all. Bottom of the barrel, to the point where it probably, at this price point, at 80 bucks, I would rather they don't include this at all and put the money into the blade, making sure everything's fits better than it does here. So that's all for this video. I'm going to, like I said, have to put a little bit more work into this to get it usable, but $80, you know, you kind of have to expect at that price point, things aren't going to be that great. So if you're interested in this, I will be having a review of it. I don't know when, but I will be posting that review sometime, probably 2024. I don't know the exact date. So stick around and keep an eye out for that review. Until next time, Alien Toot out.